We're in the hotel room now. I look dog tired. We're eating. We have some waffles, bananas, which we try to cut with a spoon. Yeah, we are. Sometimes we just keep objects because we've had them for so long we don't want to let them go, but we don't treat our objects right. They're just objects. Oh, and that's exactly what I was. Testing. Oh, okay. Hey, best friends and family. How you doing? I feel like I'm on a talk show. No? So, where do I start, right? You guys, I need to be completely honest. I have been trying to record this video for the past 15 minutes, maybe a good 15 minutes, and I have been completely unsuccessful because I don't want it to be a messy video, but I want it to be an honest video, and I don't want it to be mean, but sometimes the truth is so real that it smacks you in the face with a brick that's been wrapped with an angry letter, you know, saying that this is real. Real. You know what I'm saying? Last vlog, you guys saw me go back to Virginia, and the vlog was titled Back Home ? Because going back, I didn't know whether I would feel like it was my home and I would leave sad, or to my better surprise that I didn't even feel like it was home anymore, and I felt glad to be leaving and coming here and this being my home. That was recorded at the beginning of the month, October 1st, and I can thankfully say that I am not in that same space, in that same place of feelings of depression, sadness, anger, regret, fear of losing something that wasn't worth keeping at all. I'm just saying. It was I can't say it was tough to share, but I debated sharing my journey. I always debate sharing my journey on this platform because I know some people won't understand it. I know some people will think, well, you should have stayed. You should have tried harder. You should have grabbed some of your furniture, or some other type of order that I'm not even aware of, or your vlogs are so sad now, bless you. Well, guess what? If you think my vlogs are sad, can you imagine how sad I really was inside? If you thought that my vlogs were depressing, can you imagine how depressed I was inside? And what I plan on doing is just to keep sharing the journey to show you that, yeah, you know what? You might be in a place of sadness, but it's not gonna last, and it's just good to take it day by day. It really is. And it's also good to have an outlet to share it with, because too many people suffer with depression in silence, their sadness in silence, their sicknesses in silence. And I'm just glad, I'm fortunate enough, look, I'm salivating because I need some more tea, and fortunate enough that I have a very, very positive support system from my mother and my father, and I also have you, my best friends, and my family that I've made over the past year. And I want to thank you guys for that, because it isn't easy every day putting everything out there, so to speak. I don't even want to say putting it out there, because whatever is happening to your life is already out there. It's just allowing other people to come into your space and being transparent. And I just want to thank you guys for being so supportive of me at this time. But like I said, where I was October 1st is not where I'm at today. What's today? October 20th. Because after I came back, I tell you guys, I did not pick up the camera for a good 3 weeks. last week I tried picking up the camera for one day, and then the next day I felt very, 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 very ill, which I will share with you guys that. Of course, I vlogged that. I vlogged my whole life, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So if you feel offended that I share when I'm sick, I'm sorry. I'm not doing it for views. It's just, this is Valencia's life. And there is essentially no easy way to share your life if you're choosing to share your life. You take the good with the good, the bad with the bad, and the tranquil moments with the tranquil moments. And that's what it is. So I thank you guys for everybody who's just sticking with me through whatever type of life experience I'm going through, whether it's she with her Lord Voldemort or she's not, you know, or she's trying to figure out what's going on with her body, or she's completely just healthy. So I thank you guys for that. So with that being said, yeah, went back to VA. I did run into Lord Voldemort, who actually acted like a Lord Voldemort and a Dementor all at the same time, but I am glad to say that I had my father there who acted as my Patronus. I had to conjure up my Patronus spirit, not Patron for you drugs out there. Patronus for the weekends, okay? And not even for the weekends, it's for when you go on a cruise and nobody knows your name. So yeah, I had to conjure up my Patronus. I had to expel Ramadaddy-amus on him and get my things and go. And like I said in the description box of the last vlog-a-sode, y'all, because these vlogs is really like an episode, child. It just be, woo, child, honey, Lord Jesus. Like I said, I went there and I did not see a friend in him anymore. I didn't see a husband in him anymore, and I really didn't see a father in him anymore at this time. There were obvious signs of what was going on in my home, you know, like from he tried to clean it up as best as he could, but baby, a woman knows her home, don't she? I know if a pillow's been turned, burned, slept on, washed and refluffed and placed ajar, okay? I'm just saying, a woman knows these things. Y'all. Can you believe this? My camera died, and I'm trying to get the far, far away. I'm trying to get the far, far away experience, like Never, Never, Never Land, because like I'm trying to have a sit-down conversation with y'all, and I don't want my arm to do P90X, but maybe that's the Lord telling me that I don't need to ramble on. I need to wrap it up. Okay, so anyway, let the plane fly over our heads. I see you, Spartacus. Oh, by the way, we got a dog. I know. His name is Spartacus. I know. So yeah, things were definitely moved. Like I said, my clothes was shoved into the closet spaces. Pictures, family photos were broken and shoved into the closet spaces. All of my things that were in the bathroom are shoved underneath the cabinet. Why, do you ask? Maybe because he was hiding something from his now girlfriend. I don't know. I'm just saying. Actually, I do know. He was probably hiding things from whoever he's entertaining over at the house, okay? It's not because he was feeling some type of way or feeling sad because his family was gone, or mad because his wife took the kids or anything like that. No. That is what a normal person would want you to think to make you feel sorry for them, but I know the real reason. He's hiding things from the people that he's entertaining over there, and it looks pretty crappy if they're staring at your family photos and your family's not at the house that they are partying at. That just is what it is. That is what it is. So I left everything behind, y'all. I left my bed. I don't want it. I don't know who's been laying up in it. I left my couch. I don't want it. I don't know whose scrubby, funky booty's been sitting up on that either. I don't want none of them spirits coming back with my children on my children's bed, because, you know, freaky-deaky things happen. And when people get real freaky-deaky, they do it everywhere. And I don't want any of those things. I don't want anybody to come back and be like, oh, yeah, girl, I was on your bed. I was on your couch. I was in your kitchen. No. Been there, done that, got a t-shirt. Don't want to do that. Don't want to experience that ever again. Am I spilling the tea? I'm spilling the tea. I don't want anything from this man. I even left my minivan, child. That rhymes. I don't want anything from this man. I even left my minivan. Yes, I did. Oh, yes, I did. Oh, yes. I did. I left it. I left it all. And some people may say, oh, you're crazy, you should have took this, you worked so hard for those things. I cannot be attached to materialistic things right now when I'm just trying to keep my body healthy and my mind healthy and my spirit healthy, all at the same daggone time, and trying to figure out why do I need to figure out how I'm going to pack up my things and put it in storage and pay for storage. Why am I trying to figure all that out? Why isn't the man trying to figure all that out? Why isn't the man out of the house? And this is where I'm at today. I'm going to share with you guys my final epiphany, because I do have to save some things for the book that I'm writing. Yeah, she's writing a book. Yeah, because I really don't want to come on here and blast a whole lot of things and have diarrhea at the mouth, honey, because I'm very good at that, honey. I can be very good at being messy, and messy is very good sometimes. But I want to save some of those things for the book, and I think it'll be a part of the whole story of my memoir, my time as a military wife. So yeah, be looking out for that. Shameless plug. But what I want to leave you with is my final epiphany of why I know I'm worth more. And it's just not because of how I feel about our relationship and how I gave a lot and didn't get anything back in return, that being respect and loyalty and just common daggone sense to your spouse. Like, if you was a cheater, don't tell your spouse that's been faithful to you that you don't gotta call them and check in with them. You don't gotta do a damn thing, because you a grown-ass man. Grown-ass man that happened to cheat on his wife while she was pregnant, laid up in the hospital, and he liked to cheat on lunch breaks. And look, skirt. So look, what I'm trying to say is, I have my final blow to my I don't love him no more spirit, is that I realized I finally was able to come up from out of my depression, thank you God, and I was able to see that this person, whether or not we are together or not, whether I like them or they like me or not, we have kids together. And this person chose to make everybody else, those else's being his children and his wife, more importantly his children, he chose to make everybody else so uncomfortable so that he could live a comfortable life. He chose to change everyone else's life so that he didn't have to change his, so that he could go off and do what he wanted to do. Do you hear what I'm saying? Ladies, there is no reason that any sound person would let their children go off and be in an uncomfortable situation. Now, thank God that I have a mother who has a big enough home to compensate for me and my lot. Because it's a lot of us. All together, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, my children, of us. And it's a lot to just come into somebody else's home. And I don't feel like my mess should have ever been my parents' mess. I don't feel like it should ever have even gotten to that point where I was even allowed to even come back here. Whether or not you want to be together or not, it's okay. We're at this crossroad and we're going to figure this out no matter which way we go, because this isn't anybody else's mess. But the sad point is that I had to leave my own home so that this guy could have enough space to go off and be single and do him while I took my kids away and lived somewhere else. That is where I've just had my big aha, ta-da, like Oprah moment, like, and you're concerned about this person? And this person isn't even concerned about your kids' well-being and being uprooted from their home so that they could go off and cheat and party and go to the club on a Tuesday. I mean, that's deep. And so that is where the bus stops. And when I say, you know what, darn how I feel about him. Shoot, you ain't about to do my kids like that. And that's why I've taken, I took a break. I guess a break. I'm taking so many breaks, y'all. I done took too many breaks. I'm about to be fired from YouTube. Look, if they could fire me, they probably would. Because I just haven't been consistent, you know, like, geez, it's just, I needed definitely that time to like recenter myself and get my one last cry out after coming back from Virginia, because I just realized he's not the person who any of us saw on the vlogs or we wanted him to be. And I'm speaking from my own self. I think I hid a lot of things from you guys, as wives do, or anybody in a marriage does when they want their marriage to work. I don't think I ever shared with you guys what I was going through while I was going through, because at the time I was in my marriage, you know, and I didn't want to disrespect my marriage while I was in it. But I'm no longer in it and I'm free. And another epiphany that I had too was that this Dementor, Lord Voldemort, this spirit was heavy, y'all. So heavy that I mean, I don't even think I ever told my mom, but I suffered from very, very bad anxiety. I mean, I told my mother about my postpartum depression. It was heavy while I was there, and I picked up the camera as a distraction from all of that. That's why I was able to pick up the camera and smile. And then when I would put it down, you know, sometimes I would be sad, but I would suffer. If I could rate my anxiety attacks on a level from 1 to 10, I would rate them at a 20, to the point where I thought I was just gonna die. And having a person be in that same house and see what I was going through and think that it was funny, think that it was a joke, think that it was all in my head, think that I was just making it up, and think that it wasn't even important to address, never took any time off from work for his family to say, hey, my wife is going through some things. My family is really hurting. I need to take some time off and address this. I've got some issues in my house. Never did that, right? And knowing that I was in a state of depression and the anxiety, and then on top of that dealing with somebody who just did not respect helicopters, just did not respect the fact that they had cheated, and didn't respect that enough to even give your wife a phone call on your lunch break to say, I'm really running late from work today, baby, but I don't want you to worry because I'm a different guy. Or, hey, baby, I'm really running late from work today, and I just want you to know that I love you, and I don't want you to worry. I never got that. It was, well, you know I'm at work, baby. No, I don't know you was at work. All I know was that a couple of months ago, you used to say you was at work, but you really wasn't. You was at somebody else's home. And it's so funny. Ooh, a little bit of tea. It's so funny that being on YouTube, I don't consider myself a celebrity. I consider myself a person that is kind of like known. If I go out somewhere, somebody may notice me, but they may not. And mostly it's they may not, because I'm not that known. But through being on YouTube, shout out to all you women who sent me emails and photos of that scoundrel. And shout out to all you women who have personally apologized to me because you had no clue that he was even married. Shout out to all of you people who have really shared your story with me, and I know it was hard for you to even share that you know, was possibly getting involved with a married man that you had no clue that wasn't even behaving like a married man. I appreciate that. I thank you. So all these things really solidify why I had to grab myself, grab my spirit, grab my mind, Jesus, grab my kids, and get from up out of there and let him live his life in peace. in his house, okay? And driving his car, okay? I'm just saying, sometimes you got to leave all those lies behind because it just ain't worth it at the end of the day. And I think that's what I did going back to Virginia. So where am I at now? Right now I'm focusing on my health. I had a bit of a health scare last week. I go back to the doctor actually tomorrow to see what's going on with myself, y'all. I'm not claiming, I don't even want to say blindness in my eye, but I can't see out of this eye right now. I don't know, you guys probably can't tell because it's moving and sees the light, but it's like looking through a napkin, it's dulling out. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I'm just praying every day. You know, I pray every day and put the medicine in my eye that the doctor has given me, and I keep on trucking it. You see, I put my makeup on. The child, if she ain't got all the vision in her one eye, girl, I'm just call me left eye, babe, because it ain't working right. You know, I'm just saying, the world is gonna keep on ticking, and it just gave me another jar. Like it just shook me up the other day, and I was just like, life is too short. God is too good. God has been too good to me, even in my time of struggle where I could have been stuck there and driven mad to the point of depression where I wanted to do something crazy to myself. But God took me out of that, and God allowed me to have a living parents here that I could come to and have some time to heal. God gave me YouTube, because if it wasn't for YouTube, my little pockets wouldn't be greased. You know, coins. Thank you for the coins, YouTube. I appreciate that, which is allowing me to be okay right now until I have time enough to go and really be focused enough to go on somebody's job, y'all. Because when I first came here, I was in no shape or form to go and try and work on somebody's job. I think I would have probably had a mental breakdown because of people just playing with people's emotions and just being out there and just really wanting my family, you know, wanting what I said I do to, and then that not being what happened. And, you know, I do want to say one thing. And I know you guys probably might not know where this is coming from or whatever, but it's not toward anybody directly. I want to say to anybody who thinks that it has to do with something racial, oh, because he was white, oh, because you put him on a pedestal because he was white. It had nothing to do with race or swirling it up or, okay, now what's she gonna do now that her white husband is gone? It has nothing to do with color, because this could happen to a woman who's married to a man of her same race, culture, religion, or whatever, okay? I do want to say that. So we got to take the race out of it. Take that out of it, because women of every culture, race, and religion, they go through this. And I think my story is just relatable, because more often than not, which I'm amazed, other women have gone through the same situation, which is crazy to me. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, this is crazy, but that is the life. So if you are married, love your mate, appreciate your mate. Stop looking outside of your marriage to find happiness when you should be searching inside of your marriage. 9 times out of 10, a cheater is a cheater because they are a cheater, and the cheater will always try and make you feel like it's something that you're doing wrong. You're too controlling, honey. You're too angry, honey. You're just too everything. You're just too everything, that you're just not enough. And if you flip it around and you look at that person and you start looking at them like they're not enough, then you'll be able to value what you really bring to a relationship and what they are lacking. And I was with a person who was lacking a lot in a relationship, with even knowing how to communicate and problem solve and talk. There is no reason why you should be married and your spouse chooses not to speak to you for 3 to 4 days on end or however long unless you be the first person to say something and solve the issue. No, 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 no. That's not how relationships work. And you can't expect somebody to love you and trust you if you can't even be sensitive to them when you're having an argument. The same person shouldn't always be trying to solve an issue. If you're always the fixer, that's a problem. You both should be trying to fix the relationship, you know? And I want to say that marriage counseling is okay. It's okay to go to marriage counseling. I want to tell you guys that if you are married and you do have the same religion, that you guys should be going to church or mass or whatever. I don't know. I don't want to sound negative or whatever, but you should be doing something together to better your spirits. Praying at nighttime before bed. Say your grace together. You know what I'm saying? Just things that you should be doing to better yourselves as two human beings sharing the human experience together, because that's what you said I do too, is sharing this human experience together until the day that we die and leave these bodies. And some people don't know how to honor those vows for the better or the worse. Some people think that it's just going to be best, and nothing worse at all. And some people think that I'm going to love this person throughout my whole marriage. And sometimes I had to tell one of my very good friends this, and I encouraged her in her marriage. I said, sometimes, baby, you have a couple of bad years. It's not a bad day or a bad month. You might have a bad year, but it's up to you if you're going to stick it out and figure out what next after that bad year. And you can't leave your spouse to be the only person to try and fix the relationship. You both have to try and fix it. So I just happened to be with somebody where I was always the fixer, always trying, and I'm done with that. Any hoot, you guys. So yeah, moving forward with my life and with the vlogs. Like I said, I haven't picked up the camera in a good 3 weeks. And last week I tried, but I fell a little bit ill, and I've got some things that I'm praying about, just to get better with my health. And I don't want to claim anything, you know. I don't want to claim anything. I'm just praying about a lot of things, and I don't want to put any more energy when I tell y'all. When you have an aha moment and you realize that something just ain't good for you and you're better and you wasted your time, it's not even a time that you're going to even be like, oh my God, I oh my God. No, you're going to be like, oh my God, girl, I'm going to keep looking good. I'm going to keep working out. Gonna change my diet for sure. I need to change my diet. Well, I've been eating very, 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 very bad since I've been here, because I just haven't been in the mood to cook. But I'm gonna get back on track, and I really just want to focus on getting my spirit back healthy. Not just my body, but I want my spirit to be healthy, because stress can do so much to you. Stress can kill you. It really, 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 it really can. And I also want to encourage the woman who's looking at this vlog right now and she wants to leave, but she feels stuck. And she can't leave because maybe she is stuck because she doesn't have a parent or a friend or any money or anything like that. I just want to tell you, you keep praying, and you start saving you a little bit of money. I just want to tell you that what's going to get you through this is how you think every day. Try not to focus on that man and what he's doing and how he's making you feel, but focus on you and how you can make yourself feel. Even if you were just to go get a part-time job somewhere, or if you can't get a part-time job somewhere, pick up a book, read a book, that takes you somewhere. Exercise. Just get a little bit of free time for yourself, and work on a plan for yourself, because it's not easy getting out of a situation. And trust me when I say this, I know a lot of military wives who stay with an individual, y'all, who ain't no good, no earthly good to nobody. Um, and situations are just bad, and you just wonder what made her stay. What made her stay? Why is she still with him? And the only real question, the only real answer is because they didn't have an outlet. They didn't have a place to go. They felt like they had to stay. So I don't look down on anybody who's still in that situation. I just pray for that woman's mind out there, that she keeps her mind, and that she doesn't let that relationship drive her insane, because at the end of the day, sometimes that's the only thing people can have is a peace. So pray. I'm praying for your peace, honey. I'm praying for your peace, honey. What else? Before I leave this here, y'all, because I could tell y'all some stories about some military wives that will blow your heads off. Okay? Blow your head off. Completely off. Okay? You'd be like, why is she with him? He did what? Ooh, Jesus. You know? It's just gnarly. Oh, is that a moth to a flame? Janet Jackson, that's the way love goes. So look, yeah, any hoot. So with that being said, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say is oh, another thing is I did not bring the kids back there because it just, why would I take my kids back to a house and then they're being so excited to be home only to drag the babies up from out of there and be like, nope, we're not staying. Nope. So yeah, didn't take the kids to the house. My mom stayed with the kids somewhere, you know, in a kid-friendly area while I packed up. Oh, I also want to tell you guys that I am human, of course. I appreciate all of the love and support from every person that's been completely supportive of of my channel and the content that I am putting out there, because it is my real life and this is my outlet, how to get all of this stuff up from out of me. But I do believe, I am now starting to believe, because before, I mean, I would say it, but I don't know necessarily if I would believe it. God is really working on me to be in a place where I can care for myself more so that I can care for these children as well. Because I wasn't there. And sometimes it takes you to really see things for face value. This is a $1 bill. It's a $1 bill. And at the time, I was looking at my 50-cent piece of life and trying to make it out to be a $100 bill, when that's not what it was. It was not a $100 bill. It wasn't even a 50-cent piece of coin. It was one of them old pennies that ain't even copper anymore. It's like all rusted and got the blue corrosion on there and stuff. You know, that's what my life really was with that person. And I just want my life to turn over and flip a new leaf and be somewhere else and successful. But right now I do struggle with fears like how am I going to support all my children, you know, and alone, because right now I do have the safety net of my mom, and I know that they would never kick me out as long as I am being the person that I am today, you know. I can't go off and just start partying and forgetting that I have kids and expecting somebody else to take care of them. I mean, who does that? I'm just saying. I'm a full-time parent. But yeah, so I do. I think that's where my next hurdle is with this journey in my life, is getting over the fear of being solely responsible for my children and picking up the extra load of doing everything, and not focusing on me doing everything, because I think that's what was making me sick too. Like, I was doing a lot, and I drove all the way to Virginia, y'all, and we drove back. Had to pack up what little belongings that I took, and then come back here and try and get everything squared away and packed away, and dealing with the relationship, and it just wore me down. And I'm just ready to be I'm ready to be unafraid. Very unafraid of the future. I want to be unafraid of the future. And I think when I went there, I think I only took like 2 TVs, which that person tried to make me feel like I wasn't even entitled to take 2 TVs. But I'm leaving you all the furniture in the house. Gosh darn it, I'm leaving you the house, and you're concerned about 2 TVs. Oh, did I say I'm leaving you the minivan as well? And you concerned about 2 TVs. But you're not worried about your kids having their own room, their own backyard, their own beds, But you concerned about 2 TVs. Lord of mercy. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. But that's what's important to me, is more important than living a partying single life. I've lived. I'm gonna be 31, y'all. Going out, going to the club, sitting on people couches that really don't care a darn about you, or just having people in my face that ain't really my friends. I'm not about that life. You do those things when you're young, when you're in your 20s. You think friends are so important, and then you have those experiences where you go off to college, or you're away from home for a long period of time, and then you realize that what's important, and then those friends disappear and they don't call you no more, or people just change, and you realize that guess who's waiting back at home for you? Your mom and your dad and your family. Those things don't change. Those things are everlasting as long as you build those relationships. So that is what is important to me. Family first. Family first. That's very important to me right now. And being unafraid. Being very unafraid, y'all. Okay, so I rambled long enough. I know that my phone is probably gonna tell me that look the way that your data is set up on this phone, your gigabyte, you was running low. So yeah, I will see you guys. I will see you guys Friday, because hopefully this will be up by Wednesday. I want to start doing my uploads every other day: Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And if I have something for a Saturday, great. If I have something for a Sunday, great. But if not, don't worry. I'll be back on a Monday, a Wednesday, and a Friday. And don't forget to thumbs up these videos, okay? I'm just saying, thumbs up the video. Oh, I know you guys have been asking about a P.O. box. And you see, the way that my spirit is set up, I don't want to feel like I'm ever using you guys for anything, because you guys watch the content that I put up. So I feel like that's more than enough. And you have some nasty people out there that like to make us YouTubers feel bad, because people actually do want to send us things. Maybe, even if it's a whatever. I don't know. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just not the type of person who wants to really take anything from anyone. But I know that a lot of you have been asking me and asking me, where's the P.O. box? Where's the P.O. box? Where's the P.O. box? If you guys really want me to put a P.O. box up, this is going to be the challenge. You get this video to what? What do I normally do? Let's do an astronomical number. Is that a word, astronomical? That sounds like a cuss word, astronomical. Let's get this video to 5,000 likes. If it gets to 5,000 likes, then I will post my P.O. box. If it don't, oh well. I'm going to keep living my life like it's golden and feeling blessed and less stressed, and being just appreciative of you family members and best friends that truly watch the channel and give me so much love. So with that said, I love y'all, and I will see y'all on Friday. I love y'all. Oh, and I want to give a special shout out to all those YouTubers, y'all know who y'all are, who have really reached out to me and giving me extra love and support. I appreciate it. I really value that. It means a lot. That's all I can say. I really do. I just thank you. I thank you guys for even taking the time away from your life and your channel and things like that, just to send me a little private message and check up on me and see how I was doing. I really do appreciate that. So you guys know who you are. And I love y'all very much for that. And I don't overlook those things. And I do want to start getting involved more into my, YouTube and talking to other YouTubers. But you know, when you go through things, it's kind of hard to reach out to other people and be, how do you say, interactive when you're going through a whole bunch of things. Because you don't want to have a meltdown in front of people. Even though some people would love to see you have a meltdown in front of other people, because, honey, that's what people lives for. I mean, that couple, Sam and Nia, bless their heart, they just finally started vlogging again. Look, I'm rooting for them. I'm rooting for them. I root for people. I root for people because nobody's perfect. Everybody goes through something in life, and everybody has a story. So they, I'm sure, will have a wonderful story to tell in the future when they is ready. But I thank y'all, and I love y'all very, very much. And I'm going to end this because I'm going to keep talking, okay? All right. Look, I love y'all. I'll see you later. Hasta luego. Okay? Love y'all. Bye.